Live, we got about a minute anyway before quality starts. Live.
It's not bad. Wilco, 123 views for Tier 2 practice last week, and then second, 125.
Well, hopefully a few of these boys tonight jump on. Tier 1 boys jump on. There we go. Popped up just then, we're live.
Yep, looks promising about that other chap from Illawarra. Don't know why I thought America there, but...
Yeah, so that's all his thing. I had, like, I watched his last video, was had an American flag on GD Sport. So I'm like, yeah, okay, but if he's fucking Aussie, he's fucking cool.
Maybe an expat.
Oh, fucking. Hello, everyone watching. The behind the scenes footage of recruiting.
Here we go. Those thumbnails are on point, aren't they? His graphics are awesome.
Yeah, I know. He's a gun, isn't he?
He's just an absolute legend. I mean, I'm sure he'll watch this back. All right, should we get ready to go here, Wilco?
Yep.
Yep, once I turn this down. So this is the end of practice. You can jump up there.
Green light. Go, go, go.
3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world. It's great to be at your place. We are back again for another week and another practice round here on the Project Cars. No, we're not talking about Project Cars. Sorry.
Restart.
Let's go again. We're on Assetto Corsa, of course, Competizione, and we are back for another practice round for the Tier 2 guys. And where else would you want to be apart from Mount Panorama here at Bathurst? Riding on board with Rick Ozteg at the moment as the drivers come out onto the circuit for their qualifying session. It's my great pleasure to welcome, I'll get your name right, Wilco, Jason Wilkinson, the great man, our man Wilco, is back with us for another week. Wilco, welcome to you.
Hi boys, Rob here. Back here for another week. Keen, Bathurst, everyone's, well, I think everyone in here, no Alan tonight, so yeah, everyone's in here, it's their home track.
Good stuff, and no Kiwis in the field, so it is everybody's home race. And you can see on the right-hand corner of your screen there, we've had a 10-minute free practice session, just giving everybody a chance to get into the lobby and get familiar with the circuit. I'm sure they know the circuit, but get familiar and get their cars get into the groove, you should say, as we look at Voodoo coming across the mountain and down again, and then a 15-minute qualifying session followed by a 30-minute race. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man. Look at this, how good is he? Voodoo, the man on your screen in the Nigerian Prince from Dubai livery. How good is this man, Wilco? Thumbnails, graphics, big shout out to his channel again. Points table for when we get underway. This man is a living legend, and I'd have to say the #1 ticket holder now in the KRL family, just nudging ahead of Rob.
No, he's ahead of Rob. Rob's not here tonight to defend himself, so suck Rob, the chicken fluffer.
All right, we've moved on from the Chicken Fuhrer as our some more beloved regulars and a new face as well. Hi, Kane. Kane Leishman says hi. Big hello to you. Welcome along to the stream. And Kilroy has joined the stream. The man from Illawarra in New South Wales. It is in New South Wales, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yep. Thank you for Kilroy, who left a very nice comment throughout the course of the week, Wilco, and he could be the next new name as part of the KRL family, if not already.
Yeah, well, he's fit the criteria, so yeah, he's in.
That's right, absolute legend status straight away in the KRL Hall of Fame. And get your comments coming in. Kane and Kilroy joining us tonight. But speaking of joining us tonight, look at this field. Another +10 field as we watch Jimbo Jones coming across the mountain. That Porsche looking very, very twitchy. And I've got to ask you, Wilco, rumour has it, I did hear coming into tonight that there was talk of a sub-2-minute lap before some traffic got in your way. But what sort of times are we going to be expecting from these Tier 2 guys who are usually a tad slower?
What's going on here?
And
Voodoo just died.
And Voodoo is off into the sand. The Nigerian prince back in more familiar surroundings at the top of the mountain. And Rick Oztech, you saw him racing through your screen. And just before we get back to what will be a good time for pole position tonight, Wilco, this is one of those circuits you do not want to be facing the wrong way at the top of the hill.
No, if that's happened, you're going to have to change those virtual overalls because you've absolutely shit yourself.
You certainly will. He's going to have to change those virtual Nigerian underpants. That's a sentence I never thought I'd use anywhere, let alone on one of the live streams as Voodoo comes back out onto the circuit now. But let's go through our order and our lineup here tonight. Quick mention to the track temperature, 24 degrees optimum, and the wind, no wind to speak of. But Binger King with a 2:02.7. Marvellous opening lap there. Sorry, 2 for 222.
No rubbish Benny for him.
No, he was left out of the stream and no one collected him. I'm sorry for talking like Richie Benno Wilco, but they're just replaying the top 10 Classic World Series matches on 501. Fox Cricket, marvellous stuff. Rest in peace, Richie. But Binger with a 2:02.7, setting the pace early here in that square golden Nissan. Hopefully he doesn't go flying like he did at Laguna Seca last week. He could have flown back from Laguna Seca.
He landed in the pit lane here, I'm pretty sure.
He landed in the pit lane.
Jimbo just had a massive crash.
And we've heard that Jimbo Jones... Well, there we go. Those two, there must be a magnet there between those two, but Jimbo is back in the pit lane. So Binger setting the pace early, followed by the boss 290. And that is not a bad livery on that Mercedes AMG car, the Minerva Oil yellow and black there. Jimbo, who we saw go off.
LJ Rose. A lot of people having trouble at the grate there up the top of the mountain there, Trev.
Yep,
LJ Rose just had a big crash.
And Rose racing in the Ferrari also off to the side of the track. So that is catching quite a few people out. I've got to ask you,
starting to lap here.
Let's have a look at Voodoo, the legend, the man who's been doing all of the graphics for KRL and definitely the #1 ticket holder, like we said, in the KRL family at the moment. But we've got a tick over 8 minutes to go in this session. And, well, half the session gone, Wilco, and only 4 drivers have set a time so far, with Binger leading the pack at the moment. We might watch Voodoo, and you're a man with plenty of experience around this circuit. I'm not kidding when I say thousands of laps. Talk us through this lap from Voodoo, and where are some of the corners you need to get right if you're going to conquer the mountain?
Alright, here we go. So hopefully Voodoo can do a nice lap for me. But yeah, so going up to the cutting here, you need to get it flat out on the inside there. A little confidence lift for him. Get it tucked in nice and tight there, a little bit wide. You need to be really just close to the walls of this track. It's a thrill driving around, especially on this game. Laser scan version, it's unreal. Again, that's beautiful through there. Now you got to be careful going down here. Now you got to watch that inside curve. Don't hit that. Beautiful done up the outside. That is almost perfect there. Flat through here. Oh, little lift. You have to go down a gear. And this is the tricky bit here. The car gets light. The back end wants to step out. Get it slowed down. Get it to the right of the track. Flick it open for the dipper. Through the dipper. Out to Chaz Mostert corner on the left there. Bang, bang. Outside wall. No, he's all good. Down into Forest Elbow, or the Bentley Elbow it is called on the Bathurst 12 hour. And out to Cotton Rod Straight. So that was pretty committed up the top there with Binger setting the 2:02.1. So quick little mention to Binger and his kids. So hello kids. Watching Dad be on pole at the moment, which is good. But here we are. So Voodoo into the chase. 278, 270, 280. Slams the anchors on for the chase. Get it stopped. Oh, he lost the back end a bit there, but not too bad. Up to last corner now. 2 minutes around here. It's so easy to throw it away on this last corner. So can he get it stopped? Turn, miss the inside curb. Beautiful. Run on the exit curb. Bang, that's going to be 2:02.
There we go. 2:02.7 for Voodoo. It looked a very nice lap, didn't it? It was very hooked up, very consistent. Like you said, those elevation changes at the top of the mountain can cause that car, can get the back end a bit unstable, but Voodoo keeping it all together for a very, very handy lap, which slots him into P2. But it's this man say hi to the kids because Dad is absolutely killing it there as he pulls off to the side
2:01.8
of the road, and he has gone even quicker. He's just been building up the pace, hasn't he, Wilco? He did 2:02, a couple of 2:02s, and now he's slotted in a 2:01.8, and he is 9/10 clear. These two, Binger and Voodoo, they seem to dominate qualifying in Tier 2, but I've got to ask you, can you see Voodoo finding 9/10 next time around from that lap we just saw?
Well, he's butchered this lap here because he ran wide at the cutting, but I mean, if he can get that the chase right, he's had a bit of a moment there. The top was pretty good, so I guess he probably, I don't know if he can get a 2:01. Well, he's run a bit wide at the skyline there, but I don't know if he can get a 2:01, but he's definitely going to close that gap in. His PB is probably looking at like a low 2:02, which at the moment doesn't matter if he does a 2:01.843 or 2:0 whatever he's done now. But yeah, it's very quick pace there by Binger. It's looking good for tomorrow night.
Certainly
which we
is.
expect to be maybe a 1:59, Trev. We're not sure yet.
Well, so the legend goes. We are expecting 1:59, says Bob Hoskin. We'll stick with this lap from Voodoo because it's looking realistically like he is going to be the only man, unless one of the other guys pops up. I'm looking at your name, Wilco, but you're in the commentary box tonight, of course. You won't be leaving.
So no chance.
No chance. You won't be leaving the pit lane. But Bob Hoskins says, "Come on, Binger, let's go." Big hello to you, Bob Hoskins, over there from Perth. And the man who finished on the podium a couple of weeks ago. Great to have you with us. Great to be part of the family. As Voodoo comes across the line, I don't think he's improved on this lap, but he's got 4 minutes to try and go better, Wilco.
Yep, I'll keep an eye on this lap. So if you want to go through the drivers lower down the order, I'll keep an eye on Voodoo and tell you if he's on a good one or not. But
awesome.
yeah, let's here we go. I reckon JRT's looking pretty quick. 1.7 off the pace. That's not too bad. And the fan favourite, Lowndes, Whincup and Van Gisbergen livery there. The
Very
Vodafone
nice.
Mercedes.
Very nice indeed. I think you were with Vodafone at one stage, Wilco.
I still am.
You still are, yes, of course. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but let's just go through this order. A bit of useless information for you. I tell you one thing, I love that view from the top of the hill. Only one thing it's missing, and that's Big Alan Shep at the top of the hill. The famous quote: "What happens on the mountain stays on the mountain."
Well,
that's right.
Really?
Yes, great stuff. Big hello to Shep. I'm sure he'll check in from Scoresby in Victoria at some stage this evening. And Caleb Gray, 50 Shades of Grey, says hashtag Nigerian Prince, the Nigerian Prince from Dubai. And speaking of Voodoo, who wants your bank account details, he is in the gold and black Ferrari.
Oh no, he was on a good lap and he clipped the wall on the X of the elbow. I don't know if it's going to invalidate his time, but he just gave a little nudge on the exit there. But let's see. I reckon he's going to go faster here, but whether he can get Binger, I highly doubt it at the moment.
Ooh, he's kind of in no man's land at the moment. He's all on his own, isn't he? He's 8/10 behind Binger in provisional pole position, and he's about 7 or 8 tenths.
No, and then he's around.
And
spin.
no, and I've got to say that reminds me of an old F1 game many years ago. As before I launch into that, Wilco, Team Radio.
I'm pretty sure I've done that many times. I think I did that on a Project Cars 2 race too when I was in second or third or something. But yeah, he absolutely sent it, Voodoo, the man who's just jumped in the comments.
We won't. Oh, Caleb, yep, thank you. Hello to you. Great to hear this. And Kilroy, wow, this is second tier, he says, because these guys are looking mighty, mighty quick. That is just the quality.
We're still fine-tuning the Tier 2 and Tier 1 drivers, so I think Binger's looking pretty quick at the moment for Tier 1 exclusive only. But it is Bathurst, so there's always going to be people, you know, that aren't as quick at other tracks. They're going to be really quick at Bathurst because, I mean, who doesn't love Bathurst, Trev?
Great stuff. It is one of the best, if not the best, let's be honest, on the motorsport calendar. And we're not biased, of course, here at KRL, but we love Australia, that's right. I am, you are, we are Australian. We've got no Kiwis in the lineup tonight. That is very tragic. But Voodoo saying, what a send. Just going very hard there indeed. And with 1 minute and 40-something seconds left, this will probably be, in fact, definitely be the last time around for any drivers about to start their final runs here in qualifying as GTR comes across the line. And what can he do? He's 1.7 off, so that is a very competitive time from our man Binger King 33. 8 people watching the stream. Great to have everybody with us tonight. And we've got to say, just a tick over a minute left in qualifying. Binger, that man on provisional pole position, and Morning Glory Hash. I saw those positions swap there, so we'll just keep going. Voodoo in the pits, and so is the boss. And then it's GTR with that beautiful Vodafone livery. Also the same network as Wilco's on, but that, anyway, now you know that. But Aussie Thunder, there we go, in 5th. Jimbo Jones in that Porsche in 6th, ahead of Morning Glory Hash. Rose Racing there in P8. 3.9 seconds off the pace, so we've almost got sort of different tiers within tier 2, if you know what I mean, Wilco. We've kind of got the guys who are
multi-class racing. We've
got the different classes in the field. LMP1, LMP2 and so on. We've got drivers who are about 3 and a bit seconds.
Up to P7.
And Nobby Doldrums, and have a look at that livery in the 199 Bentley.
Oh, it's a very nice livery, isn't it? Nothing wrong with a bit of chrome purple on a car tread.
No, it's a bit of a Joker type vibe to it, but I know you're a big fan of the chrome livery, and who wouldn't be?
I love the chrome helmets, are good.
Looking magnificent. I tell you what, you always do a good helmet design, that's for sure. As Morning Glory Hash, Rose Racing there through the order, and time is up in qualifying. Rick Oztech he did set a time, 4.941 seconds off the pace. And it seems that you, myself, and yourself, Wilco, have out-qualified Crumpkin, who's down in 14th. But anyway, hi, Crumpkin, to you down there.
Jimbo's on a good lap here, Trev.
Jimbo, here we go. Jimbo coming through the last corner onto the start-finish straight now. 1.9 seconds off. Can he improve? And
2:03.7. That's right, 2:03.5. That's his best lap. He's just off GRT, though. Look at the gap there, Trev.
There is nothing in it, is there? A bit like Thorpe and Hackett, a 2:03.576 and a 2:03.594. Magnificent stuff.
Binger's on the lap, he's finishing it off, so is he going to go faster?
Let's have a look at...
No, he's not. No. He's abandoned lap. He's got pole position.
Pole position for Binger King 33, and the family, wherever he lives, will be very, very happy indeed in lockdown. Or is it just us in lockdown here in Victoria? I'm not sure, but Jazadotsky says, go Kano. Get amongst it. 9 people watching the stream, hello to you. But get ready, because we have the most important part of the evening coming up with a 30-minute race here at Mount Panorama to see who can conquer the mountain tonight. And Binger on pole position, the man on your screen, as the comments are flooding in. Best of luck, everyone, says V is for Voodoo. Let's show off a clean Tier 2 banger. Fingers crossed for that. Let's hope everybody, all 12 drivers, can, even Righty and Crumpkin, who did not qualify for this race. Could be a new rule, I reckon, Wilco. Maybe you've got to at least put in a time of some sort. But anyway, we don't want to get into that, do we? But have a look at this, because we've just got a tick under 2 minutes until
5 a.m. starts.
We go racing. And twilight starts, Wilco.
Yeah, or sunrise. So it's actually 5 a.m., which is going to be the same for tomorrow night. So, yeah, drivers have to make sure those headlights are working, which they don't in this game anyway, but that's right, that's a different story. But yeah, no, so we have to change it from the dark, full-on night start just to just before sunrise. So we should get a beautiful sunrise probably about halfway through the race.
Good stuff. That will be awesome. And Kilroy, the newest member of our wonderful family here at KRL, says, yep, good luck, everybody. Great to have you with us, Kilroy. Don't forget, for clean racing and competitive racing and clean racing, this is the place to be. But big thank you to you for joining us tonight, and it's great to have your support. But let's go through this grid with less than a minute until we get underway in this 30-minute race tonight. Binger in the Nissan, the gold brick, ahead of Voodoo in the golden Ferrari. The Nigerian Prince in P2, starting from the front row of the grid. He's been very impressive so far this year in all forms of racing. But the boss in third, GRT. I keep going to say GTR for some reason, Wilco. It just keeps putting me off there. But anyway.
Binger in the GTR at the front there.
Binger in the GTR. GRT in 4th position in the Merc. And then it's Jimbo Jones in the Porsche livery ahead of Aussie Thunder in the first of the Bentleys on the grid tonight. The Bentleys 6th and 7th. Nobby Doldrums. Nobby Nuts there in 7th, known to his friends, as he's known to his friends. Morning Glory Hash in P8. And then LJR Rose Racing in the 333 Ferrari. A few seconds left before we get underway. Rick Gostech rounding out your top 10. And I'm there too, just for looks, and along with Ridey in the Pink Panthers and Wilco as well. But we are going to get ready. We're going to go back to the front because, Wilco, we are ready to go racing here in KRL.
Yes, here we go. So we've got this little formation lap here. A lot less, a lot shorter than Laguna Seca, which was about a half lap. So here we go. Make sure no one gets any drive-throughs for jumping early, but here we go, rolling 60k. I'm inside the car here, Trev, so I've got the speedo and everything up at the moment. 60 kph in 3, 2, 1.
We are away. Go, go, go! Sorry there, Wilco, I missed the cue there. But
That's what I was waiting for.
There we go. Binger leads off the line, but Voodoo's not too far behind him.
Aussie Thunder's around.
And
Nobby
there's
Nuts is around.
Nobby Nuts and Aussie Thunder.
Oh,
he is off.
Fast.
And LJR is off as well, so that's not good. As soon as I said Kilroy about nice clean racing, I knew something had happened. The Boss now, as we're on lap 1, it's the Boss and Voodoo 2nd and 3rd. Binger with a big lead out the front at the moment, but for how long as we climb the mountain for the first time? And
Jimbo just turned GRT around and put him in the fence.
And he's in the fence. GRT is back facing the right direction at the moment, but he's only in 5th place. Rick Oztech is down there in 6th behind GRT. Morning Glory Hash and Rick Oztech having their own little battle. Hi, Crumpkin. Boy, that's not a bad effort from Crumpkin, is it? We'll go up to P8, so he's inside the top 10 early. But then it's Ridey in the first of the Porsches. No, in fact, he's the 3rd of the Porsches. But anyway, he's inside the top 10. Rose Racing in the Ferrari. Then it's Aussie Thunder and Nobby Nuts rounding out your dozen. And then it's Binger now 2.1 seconds in the lead. And we're not even through lap 1, Wilco.
He's bolted. Hopefully, I can do that tomorrow night if I qualify in pole. But yeah, he's absolutely bolted. He's gone. That Nissan is gone.
It certainly is gone. And big hello to Mighty Murph, who says, give us a shout out, dogs. Oh, that's a little bit nasty, but a big hello to you from the man from Auckland. Is it Auckland or is it Invercargill? I think that's, I'm not too sure. I get those two mixed up, north and south. But big hello to you, Murph. A big Kia runner to you. And it's great to have you with us for the live stream. But Binger now 2 seconds ahead of the Ferrari. Unbelievable lead there, and the pit lane is open. Thank you for that race control. But look at this, Wilco, the Boss, right up Voodoo's ginger. And is he going to make a move into turn 1 here?
Oh, he was thinking about it, but it's very hard because if you hit that curve, which is what he did, Voodoo's run wide. He's got him.
Voodoo's run wide. Voodoo's off the circuit, and the Nigerian Prince, thinking of more princely matters, has run off the circuit at turn 1, and that has given the Boss a clear run through up into 2nd position, so he can go off in pursuit of Binger King. 2.3 seconds now, that gap. It's remaining steady here on lap 2. 27 minutes remaining in this race. It is Nissan, and we might get a replay of the start. Thank you for that, Wilco. You keep an eye on what's happening out on the track, and I'll keep an eye on this replay as we go to the front now. And we might just skip ahead a little bit here before these cars start to roll. And we can see here now, we'll get the HUD up on the screen as well. You can see it there on your screen. But a replay of the start now. Binger and Voodoo, it was 1 and 2. As we go through the order, we might go to... I think
Aussie Thunder got turned around by, I'm guessing, LJR Rose Racing. So maybe have a look at that one, Trev.
There we go. We'll just see what's going on here. I'm just trying to get these cameras right. Here we go. And there we go. You can see off the line it was Binger getting a very quick start there. And that's what you need to do with the drivers in the field, avoiding the carnage at turn 1. Binger got through. You can see there. Look at that. We might flick through the order. Nobby, LJR Rose Racing, Aussie Thunder there up in the air. Crumpkin and Morning Glory Hash That's why Crumpkin had a good start, Wilco. He managed to have...
Aussie Thunder in the background just got air. He did a mono in a Bentley.
He's got his Air Jordans on there in the background, but Voodoo, you can see there, down the back of the field. We might just get another replay of that incident, so you can see him coming through turn one.
Nobby Nuts is the one that might have started that there.
We might have a look at old mate Nobby Nuts here as we come into turn one. Let's have a look. So Nobby Nuts made contact with Aussie Thunder. Morning Glory Hash as well, and slightly holding up Crumpkin. But you can see we just missed that airtime there. Let's have a look. Aussie Thunder. Are we going to see? There we go. You got the airtime there. Morning Glory Hash and Crumpkin. So that was the start as we get back to the live action here. And looking at this man who stretched the margin out to 3.1 seconds now. So he's gaining about a second a lap on the boss there in second place, who's now 2 seconds clear of Voodoo. And you've got to say, he's a pretty good qualifier. He's a pretty handy peddler in qualifying, Wilco, but he does have a habit, Voodoo, of sometimes falling back in the race. But still a long, long way to go.
Yeah, I was pretty much as you started that replay, Voodoo and Jimbo went really close through this part of the track, and Voodoo actually slapped the outside wall. You can see there's gold paint on the outside there. So he slapped the wall. Oh, and he's had a big crash, big shunt.
Big crash, and you can see Jimbo going through. And how far away is GRT? Oh, look at this. And they've met at the top of the hill with GRT and the Mercedes going a hell of a lot quicker than Voodoo. And the Nigerian Prince, I've got to say, Wilco, he's lost his crown at the moment because he is now down in... What's he down in now? He must be down in P4? P5. P5, and that goes to show you, Wilco, it doesn't take a lot. If you lose that concentration coming up over the top of the hill, you can pay the price.
It's very easy to... make a mistake as well. If you just get a little bit of damage, it just upsets your rhythm, and a little bit of damage around this place where you need all the aero you can get, it's gonna put you in the fence pretty quickly.
You heard it there first from a man who's done thousands and literally thousands of laps around this circuit. That's right. Was that
the game corrupted?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's always the risk on release day or release week with these games. But Kilroy says Aussie Thunder needs his wheelie bars. That is for sure. He's was getting some serious airtime going through turn one there, but with 23 minutes remaining in this race, it is Binger in the lead, like we said. The boss 3 seconds behind. Then Jimbo Jones. He's a bit of a quiet achiever, Jimbo Jones, isn't he? Just working his way up the field there. GRT 02. And
he hit the wall with Voodoo on that last lap there, or the lap before, so lap 2. So look out for a longer pit stop for Jimbo, and Voodoo's in the pits now, so he's probably going to have about I'd say a minute pit stop, 30 seconds to change tyres, 30 seconds of damage, I'd say.
There we go. Rose Racing also in the pits and out again. But Voodoo, it's a mandatory pit stop, of course, tonight. We forgot to mention that for anyone watching and anyone new. Kilroy, I'm thinking of you. Welcome to you. Streaming 2 nights a week, of course, on this channel from 8 p.m. Eastern Sydney time. As Crumpkin getting it all wrong. He tapped the inside wall there and then had a bit of a pinball effect there.
Yeah, I've just seen the delay on the stream there. And that was a lot of damage. It turned the headlights off, or the tail lights off for a split second. Well, now he's struggling big time. And now he is struggling big time, which is a shame really for him, as Voodoo's still in the pits. So it's a very long stop for Voodoo, but that is a shame for Crumpkin, isn't it, Wilco? He'd avoided the carnage through the first part of the race for the first lap, and now he got up to 7th, but now he's all over the shop, unfortunately, with that damage. I'm watching on board, so I've changed my camera to the cockpit cam, and his steering wheel is going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, because he's struggling to keep his car, which probably has God knows how much suspension damage. Aero damage is obviously very visible there, and yeah, he's struggling big time.
Crumpkin is struggling left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and Voodoo won't be long. Voodoo's a fair way back, but judging by the damage to Crumpkin's car, that Bentley, oh my goodness, he's having a battle just to keep the thing on the black stuff. Hopefully he can make it down Conrod Straight and through the chase there and into the pit lane. It is a tricky pit lane here but we might just
Okay.
keep moving along. Aussie Thunder in P9. So these guys are going to, starting with Voodoo, Wilco. Voodoo, Aussie Thunder, Righty and Rose Racing and Rick Oztech, they are going to catch Crumpkin and pass him very, very quickly as he's got to come into the pit lane, Crumpkin, which is, like I said, it's a shame. He was up to 7th, got a reasonably clean start, but now it hasn't finished well for him. But Rick Oztech down there in 12th, outside of the top 10. But always gets the points for the livery. The number 16 Porsche, they're looking very nice indeed, as Rose Racing as well in P11. And those marshals, they love waving those white flags, don't they? There on the side of the circuit. There's the guy at turn 1. He's going to have a sore arm after the next 20 minutes. But Righty in the top 10. And this is a man we don't talk about that much, but he just goes quietly about his business. And as I say that, he's a fair way behind Aussie Thunder in P9, but Voodoo in P8. And what can Voodoo achieve here? Wilco, it's not ideal.
He should hopefully jump Morning Glory and Nobby. Depends how much damage he had, but he's come out a fair way. Like, you know, Binger and all that's left to do their pit stop, and that's going to cost him about a minute with the drive-through pit lane and actual 30-second stop for tyres. So it's not all over for Voodoo. He's actually not a lap down. Aussie Thunder isn't as well. Righty just went a lap down, I think. Yeah, Righty's a lap down, but remember, Righty's actually a Tier 1 driver. He's going to do some extra practice, so he started from the pit lane, and he's already done his mandatory stop, so expect him to sort of come back through the field over these next 20 minutes.
There we go, just a tick under 20 minutes remaining in this race. 5 laps completed then, and it's this man, Binger King 33, and he will be able to walk around the house very proud indeed. When his kids come along and say, "Where did you finish, Daddy?" He'll be able to say, "I took pole position, I led the race every lap, and I managed to win it." There you go, kids. That's something to tell the grandkids as well, because Binger dominating at the moment, 6 seconds further down to the boss. And a bit of a commentator's curse, which unfortunately you know about too well after what happened at Laguna Seca.
Damn sausage curbs.
Damn sausage curbs. Up over the sausage curbs. Next minute I was bogged and I couldn't get out. But the boss, not sure what voice that was, but the boss going about his business. Little bit of damage on the back of that car, but nothing he can't handle, Wilco, by the looks of it. Jimbo Jones in P9. These boys, there's a lot of paint at the top of that hill, I reckon, on that outside wall. But GRT, this might be the closest battle on the circuit between GRT and Jimbo.
Well, the boss has sort of stretched his legs this lap, but yeah, GRT's definitely closing on Jimbo.
There we go, and we're getting the message now. We've got a couple of new comments on the stream from our viewers tonight. 10 viewers, absolutely magnificent. We've cracked double figures yet again, as Dunno Aha, God, I love that name. Slow down, Binger.
That's Notice for Blue.
Notice for Blue. These boys with their different bloody YouTube accounts and different PSN names, it just confuses me, being the old 32-year-old man that I am. But thank you for joining us, Dunno, aka Notice for Blue. He says, slow down, Binger. Well, he slowed down a little bit, 5.2 seconds that gap. It's down from 6 seconds, and Bob Hoskins says this is the longest that Binger has gone. I'm assuming that means anywhere. But
that's probably a sexual joke there, Charles.
It certainly is the longest he's gone. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Well, I tell you what, he's not going to be coming second tonight at this rate.
Because the kids are watching. Scrap that. The kids are watching.
All right.
Hello, kids. We're just talking about P1 and P2.
P1 and P2. Wow, Daddy, how good's that? Because I'm sure they probably don't talk like that. But Binger, hello to you, the kids, the wife and the family, because he is leading now 5 seconds. Is he just easing off a little bit, Wilco? You are a racer. You know what the tricks of the trade are. When you know you've got that gap, do you just ease off a little bit? But then again, you can't ease off too much because, like we said, one lapse in concentration can cost you the lead.
Yeah, I think this track is, you really need to back it off in the race because it's so easy to make mistakes. If you're constantly pushing, trying to do 202, 203s in the race, you're going to end up crashing. Especially tomorrow night at Tier 1 where the pace is going to be really hot and there's going to be guys all over the top of each other. Again, that's not another sexual joke, but there's going to be lots of stuff going on. You need to be the one who can keep the car off the walls, and you're going to go very far.
That's right, and you have to concentrate around this circuit as Binger now lap 6 out of however many we get in the next 16 or so minutes. The boss in P2, 5.6 now, so that gap has steadied once again, and Jimbo Jones in P3 there, 7 seconds off of the boss in P2. GRT, don't forget about him. He is keeping Jimbo honest there in P3. And then it's Morning Glory Hash, and that gap's improved a little bit as Morning Glory Hash nudges the outside wall heading onto Conrod Straight. Kilroy says 32. I've got hemorrhoids older than that. LOL. That is very funny indeed. And Kilroy, let us know your age if you don't mind. But boy, oh boy, Nobby Nuts in that beautiful looking purple. Jesus, I'm colourblind. Look out, that's how old I am. Nobby Nuts there. Just, what was the old ad? Take a nibble on Nobby's nuts, I think it was. But in the purple looking Bentley there, beautiful stuff. Wilco, big fan of that livery. And Voodoo now, who's got his head down. He needs to focus. And there is a lot of paint on that outside corner there at the top of the hill. But Aussie Thunder then in P8 as we get through the order. Righty has been put a lap down from Binger. So not a bad effort. He is really on the pace tonight. Binger lapping everybody up to Righty. And his next target will be Aussie Thunder to lap him. But Rose Racing rounding out your top 10, and Crumpton as well. And Big Shep, Wilco, he's joined us. Big Al says, you, Wilco, in the box. I don't know about, I reckon a few of these blokes have had a few frothies tonight, Wilco, judging off the spelling. But you, Wilco, in the box with you tonight. Don't let him cramp your style. Another controversial comment from Shep. He's declared war straight away in the comments, Wilco.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised it's taken him, half an hour of streaming to work out how to turn on the old YouTube app there to load in the old, yes, we've got to mention bits up, the old fossil nuts there, but yeah, get back to watching, or go back to bingo, whatever you're playing, Big Shep. Oh, that's tomorrow night.
There we go, play bingo while watching Binger. That sounds like a plan with a few frothies as well. And haven't forgotten about you, Big Shep. I'll be straight down there to Scoresby in Victoria, and Crumpkin has... I was just riding on board with Crumpkin. We'll get back to Big Al in a moment because I saw the blue flags, Wilco, and I reckon he might have got in Voodoo's way there. I think they made contact heading through the last corner.
Yeah, last lap time Voodoo was a 2:18, so it's definitely costing about 10 seconds.
There we go. So 13 minutes remaining in this race. When are we going to see this sun come up, Wilco?
In the pits.
And Binger, our race leader, is in the pits. Don't worry, Wilco, it'll finally dawn on me eventually. That's a really bad, the dad jokes. But 8 laps completed. Binger is in the pit lane. And Big Al tuning in along with Kilroy, Bob Hoskins, Notice for Blue, a.k.a. Dunno, joining us tonight. But I haven't forgotten about you, Shep. Once we're out of the lockdown, the Stage 4, Stage 3 lockdown, I'll be down there at Simbad's for a beer in Scoresby, Victoria. Great to have you with us, Shep. Long-time friend of the channel, and great to have the old fossil nuts with us. But Binger into the pit lane, not much happening there, so we might take a look at this man who has inherited the lead. And we're speaking of pit stops then, half the drivers have made pit stops, half have not. And you can see that, Wilco, by that little green or yellow marker there next to the driver numbers indicating whether a driver has made a pit stop or not. But Binger coming out of the pit lane now, and he is down to 4th as Morning Glory Hash off into the gravel trap, Wilco. And he was up into P5, but, and it just talking about upsetting the rhythm. Now he's facing the wrong way, Wilco.
Yep, so the old Austin Powers 3-point turn there. And, yeah, so he should pit this lap. I think he might have... no, he's not going to pit. Okay, that's interesting.
Well,
are you still going?
Morning Glory Hash has got it all together, and he is off again, still in P5. Voodoo must have had a lot longer pit stop than what we thought, as that marshal continuing to wave. I think it was a blue flag this time, but Aussie Thunder then P6 and 7, not too far away from each other. And Nobby Nuts. So this is a little interesting battle here, Wilco. We penciled this one in as a good midfield battle as Nobby Doldrums. Look at that. He went down the inside of Aussie Thunder, I think it was, but they made contact. and not for the first time.
Crump has absolutely fucked up Jimbo.
And
but it's absolutely, oh no, don't pit Jimbo, what are you doing? Oh, okay, the battle's on here for P2, Trev.
P2, oh yes, look at this, very spicy indeed, as our good friend Rob Pearson would say. Not with us tonight, the Chicken Fuhrer is off doing what he does to chickens, but this battle, Jimbo, and running a little bit wide, we're riding on board with GRT 02 in the Vodafone AMG Mercedes livery, and now is he going to have a crack here? We'll go for P2 heading up the hill.
He's catching, or what's he going to go? Oh, Jimbo didn't move there, he sort of just moved before GRT got there, that's legal, but that Merc is going to be pretty quick on the straights, Trev.
Going to be very slippery, doesn't have too much damage by the looks of it either, is what I'm trying to say, where Jimbo looks like that car's been copped a little bit on the back of that Porsche, hasn't it? That'll be a job for the mechanics, but the Porsche, I don't know, Wilco, what you reckon, but the Porsche looks a little bit twitchy up the top of the mountain compared to that Merc as we're watching this battle continue here. Lap 9 of this race. What's Binger doing? Binger's in some clear air, Wilco, which will be good for him because it means he can pump in those quick laps with less than 10 minutes remaining, and he will inherit the lead by a fair way, I think, once the rest of the top three make their stops.
Yes, yeah, very, very much so there. But yeah, you said the Porsche looks pretty loose. It is a loose car. It's very pointy. But Jimbo is on a controller, so it's going to look very odd for compared to some of the boys in the Porsche, like myself tomorrow night. Nice smooth operator, Trev.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator. There we go, the famous Carlos Sainz, who's off to Ferrari next year. But enough about that, because it's back to this battle. Kit Buyers Racing League. Tier 2 practice round Thursday night. It might even be Wednesday night as well, as GRT is in the pits. Little tricky looking pit lane there here at Mount Panorama, and GRT 02 in the pit lane. Not a bad decision, Wilco, there, as we see him come into the pit lane now. So he might come out, he's going to come out with plenty of clear air, which is good. So he might be on for a definite podium finish tonight, as the track temperature, as we take a look at Morning Glory Hash now up into P5, yet to make a pit stop, however. Optimum track temperature 23 degrees, no wind to speak of with 8 minutes left in this race. Jimbo maintains P2, so he has been released from that battle with the Mercedes of GRT 02. It's the boss, it's Merc, and then, well, it was Merc, then it's a Porsche in P1, Merc, P2, P3, and P2, P4, I beg your pardon, it's the Nissan. The gold Nissan, the only Nissan in the field. 5 Porsches, 3 Bentleys, 1 Honda, and 1 Nissan as well. But Morning Glory Hash now in P5. So the field very, very spread out, right down to Crumpkin in 3 laps down.
News here, Trev.
Team radio.
Pit lane report. The boss must have had a lot of damage because he's being jumped by GRT. So that makes that battle for P2 extra spicy.
Very spicy indeed. Just what we wanted to hear. And how good is our man Wilco? Seriously though, I mean, he gets it done on the track, he gets it done off the track, and in the commentary box as well. Pit lane reporter, you name it, and just the man you need around in the commentary box, because Jimbo leads this race 30-something seconds ahead of this man Binger, and then it's the boss and GRT2. There's a bit going on here, Wilco. This is going to be very spicy for the final podium positions here at Bathurst tonight.
Where does Jimbo come out? That's the big question. Because he might not change his damage and try and get track position, Trev. That's what we're going to have to play here. So let's see. He's into the pits now.
So let's... Well,
he's booked it.
He's trying to go into the pits there. I know he's in there now. Good stuff. Jimbo Jones in the Porsche GT3.
That would have cost him about 2 seconds, I reckon, there too.
Ooh, I reckon it won't help him, that's for sure, in the number 91 Porsche. So he comes into the pits, and the big question is, as we see Binger King coming up to the final corner, where will this put Jimbo Jones as Jason Wilco, a couple of good-looking roosters here in the pits, doing not very much, talking a big game. Jimbo comes into the pits, but Binger onto the start-finish straight, so Binger will get through into the lead. Easily into the lead, but I guess the big question is GRT and the boss, can they get through before Jimbo comes out?
Need that famous line you like to say, Trev. You watch the track and I'll watch the pit lane.
Yes! You watch the track and I'll watch the pit lane. Very famous Murray Walker saying. Big hello to Murray Walker, who's about 107 now. Great to see Murray doing well. No, God bless him.
Last corner for GRT. Jimbo's done. This should be close, Trev. Call it.
Jimbo's close. He comes just out onto the pit lane now, but where is GRT? He is going to be right in the middle of this, and he's done it, Wilco. Up into P2, Jimbo Jones. He's done it easily there, up into a net P2. And that damage, though, not fixed, but he's got track position.
There you go. So, yeah, so he's going to be slow on the straight. These boys definitely got their damage fixed because their car was brand new. So they're going to be hitting 285 plus on the straight, and Jimbo in the Porsche, I know exactly what setup he's running. He's only going to be hitting 275, and with damage that could even be 270. So it's going to be a big speed difference on the straights, which could mean some Max Verstappen defending here.
Do not go anywhere. Do not adjust the quality of your YouTube screen. Don't go anywhere. Get the missus to look after the kids or whatever you're doing, because with less than 5 minutes to go, it is going to be between Jimbo, who came into the pits, did not change the damage, or did not get his damage fixed, I should say, up there in P2. Track position, Wilco, very important around here. But the big question is, with a compromised top-end speed, will he be able to keep this Mercedes-Benz of GRT02 off his back? And he looks like he's catching him at a rapid rate of knots, Wilco.
I'll watch the top speed here. So we'll get to this Volkswagen sign. 225 for Jimbo, 230 for GRT. So get to the Pirelli board. Jimbo 255, GRT 265. So I'm telling you, Trev, 270 for Jimbo as he hits the brakes, 283 for GRT. So that's a big speed difference there.
Well, he's giving away a fair bit on the straights, but well, there's only going to be what, one or two laps to go, I reckon, before the end of this race. I reckon maybe 2 laps or so. And the big question is it going to be enough?
He's closing up nicely.
Oh, he's closing up very nicely as we come through to complete lap 12 of this race. Binger leading by plenty, but the battle is on for P2, P3 and the P4. Grazie ragazzi, I love you guys. We won't be hearing that again, but Jimbo in P2 at the moment. But for how long? That is the question, and that is what we need to have answered. With 9 people watching the stream, 9 glorious people on the Kid Buyers YouTube channel. Yellow flags around for something. I'm not sure what it is, but one of the guys off at the back probably. But green flags, as Wilco says, who will get P2? That is the question. If you choose to accept it, get your comments in and let us know who's going to finish P2. I'll tell you what, it's not so much at the top of the hill, Wilco. We can do some Max Verstappen. Jimbo can get into the Max Verstappen frame of mind. Jimbo, what are you doing?
He saved it. It's all good. He had a big moment off that curb, which I said you don't want to touch. I'll tell you what, those clouds are looking getting pretty dark there, Trev, but we might not even see a sunrise here. But it is dynamic weather, of course, and it is dynamic weather for tomorrow night as well. So I'll be hoping for a bit of rain. I love the rain on this game, but we'll find out what happens tomorrow. But at the moment, it's dry, and now let's see this top speed advantage to the Mercs.
There we go, and he's a lot closer on this lap. Have a look at this, down Conrod Straight. GRT02, it was about 10 kilometres, and you can visually see the gap closing. Look at this, second and third, Hammer and Toms. Oh!
285, 287 he got to then. I tell you what, this is going to be pretty tasty last 2 laps. I think it's going to be 2 laps from now because Binger, remember, he's 14 minutes ahead of the P2 here, so I reckon it's going to be 2 more laps starting now. So
the battle is on. Tier 2 action, live and exclusive. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Kane says, I am done for the night. 5 laps down there in P12. That is a shame for you, Crumpkin, but yes, thank you for joining us as well. But look at this. This is the grandstand finish. This is where the battle is. We know who's going to take P1. That man on your screen, but it's between Jimbo and GRT, and is he going to get the job done on this lap? He's flirting with the inside, and do they make contact? No, it was mighty close. A cigarette paper, just a coat of varnish between them there. Settle down, Richie, because up the top of the mountain he's not going to get through here, but where is the best opportunity, Wilco, for him to get this move done?
It's got to be on the straights there with that speed advantage. If he can just hold it, Jimbo's doing a really good job with, don't know how much damage he's got, but he's you can see how loose he is. He just needs to focus on this top of the mountain. That's where his car's set up for. That's what he needs to focus on. Oh, I tell you, these boys are pushing because your boss is really right behind him too. So it's a three-way battle for second, third, and fourth, and only 2 of them can fit on the podium. That last person is going to miss out, Trev.
It certainly is, and Jimbo doing everything he can, trying to squeeze every bit of performance out of that Porsche. He's got a good setup at the top of the hill. That's where he needs to hold his lead. But this is where GRT can have a go down Conrod Straight. He was closer on the previous lap, and he looks even closer now as the leader
Binger
is on the final lap.
lap.
Yep, Binger on the final lap. 1 lap to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Race is over, so this will be the final lap as GRT, is he going to throw it down the inside? So basically we just need to send it. That's right, Jimbo and GRT.
The race is actually still going.
Race is still live.
One more lap. This could be all or nothing here.
And don't forget about the Boss 290 as well, Wilco. P2, 3 and 4. This is magnificent, but the Boss, commentator's curse, Wilco, he's hit the wall there out of the final corner. So we're no longer watching a three-way here. It's just Jimbo. It's just yep. Okay, GRT. I didn't mean to say that actually. Pardon the pun. But Jimbo Pitul. He needs to keep his head down and focus on this last lap. But GRT looks like he's dropped back a touch. Will go on the final lap.
Yeah, he might have overheated his tyres because he's pushing that hard to catch up to Jimbo. But again, credit to Jimbo. He's focusing on the top of the mountain, which is what he needs to do. Because if you can pull that second gap, that second or so he's losing the straight, it's not going to be enough for the Merc boys. So I'll tell you what, he's doing a good job here. It's a good race so far.
Certainly is, and look at that, Binger onto Conrod Straight for the final time. He will. This will be one to tell the kids, I reckon. It's only a practice round, but practice makes perfect, and he looks like he will conquer the mountain tonight. But boy, I'm just keeping an eye on this other battle for P2, Wilco, because this is where it's at. As Binger, we'll get back to you in a moment, son. But Jimbo over the top of the mountain and down again for the final time. Can he keep it together? I reckon the Boss is out of this one. The battle for P2 is on. It's well and truly on.
Corner.
And through pretty much.
I watch this battle. You watch Binger.
Binger coming through the final corner for the last time onto the start and finish straight, and Binger has conquered the mountain tonight across the line, and he is the king of Mount Panorama tonight. Congratulations to Binger. Like I said, that's one to tell the kids, but GRT down Conrod Straight for the final time as well. Jimbo, it's Mercedes versus Porsche. Jimbo, the fireworks. The fireworks are not done on the track, but Jimbo coming up to the final corner. Just send it around the outside. Can he get it done? Jimbo breaks a little bit early. They almost touch, but Jimbo comes out of the final corner onto the start finish straight, and I reckon he's going to hold on. Wilco, yes! Wow, what a finish as the Nigerian Prince. Where's he? He's finished 6th. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Jimbo down the escape road there. But what an intense final lap. That is one, man. I'm sweaty. I've got sweaty palms here, Wilco, and I'm just talking about it. I'm not sure how Jimbo's going to be.
The Nigerian Prince is going to finish this already.
Oh, don't forget about Mum's Spaghetti, as there's still a race going on. The Boss has finished. Voodoo across the line. The Nigerian Prince wants your bank account details. And Aussie Thunder across the line to Righty. Just send your bank account details to 123 Nigerian Prince. And Righty as well in the pink Porsche. Didn't call his name.
That's probably a real email, so don't do that.
Oh, yes. As Kilroy says, great battle. As Dunno says, well done, Bingaling, my Bingaling. Oh, I want you to play with my Bingaling. No, we can't say that. The kids are probably watching, so we've got to keep it family friendly. As let's just recap the order. Binger winning tonight's race. Jimbo in P2.
Rick's trying to finish the race here. He just ran off the track of the chase, but
here we go.
The last person across the line.
Let's bring it home, Rick. That marshal still waving the white flag. Good stuff. But it wasn't Jimbo joining the party. And Rick Oztech crosses the line. The little engine that could. I think I can. And he finished 3 laps down. Crumpkin done for the day as well. Once again, these boys not quite understanding the mandatory pit stop rule, Wilco, because Morning Glory Hash has not pitted. And he's been whacked with a 130-second penalty. I was about to say fine, but it's a penalty.
Well, it may as well have been flying, that would have been less of a hit, but I'll let you take away the podium interviews, Trev, as Bingo has joined the party. Just first of all, just make sure you've got your voice being allowed to be shared, and we'll be good to go.
Good stuff, Kilroy, great battle. Sprint Car 6 just missed the race. Yeah, we'll get back to the comments in a moment, but our race winner joins us. Big hello to you, Binger. First of all, congratulations on the win tonight. Like we said in the stream, it's only a practice round, but still, mate, practice makes perfect, and you pretty much had the perfect race tonight. Talk us through it. Good stuff. Well, the first, not a bad place to finish, Wilco, to finish in your first race, but to finish first you must finish. Not sure where I'm going with that, but Binger, congratulations, mate, tonight, and what are the expectations, mate, going forward from here? Are you looking to be right up there when we come to the season proper? All right, mate. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win tonight. And, yeah, good luck, mate, for next week. The kids will be very happy as well, so congratulations. Awesome. Good stuff. So now I think we've got Jimbo Jones, who's in the party chat as well, Wilco. Jimbo, have we got you?
Yep.
Good stuff. Talk us through your race, mate. You must have had some extremely sweaty palms at the end of that one. You just got the car home tonight in P2. Talk us through how your race went.
I knew I had to focus up the top of the mountain. I knew them other cars, the Mercedes and all that, I knew they were going to be quick on a straight line on me. I just had to focus on my corner entry, exit, and up the top of the mountain, and ended up getting it done. Well done to the podium races, podium place getters as well.
You're fucking me up.
There we go. Good stuff.
GRT, mate.
Good race at GRT. Nice clean racing. Well done, mate.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Thanks for that, Jimbo. I think we pieced that together. But thanks for that, Jimbo. We know what you were trying to say, mate. But awesome stuff. Congratulations, P2, and congratulations on holding on tonight for a podium finish.
Thanks.
Awesome stuff. As GRT02 joins us, mate. Can you hear us? Awesome stuff, mate. Talk us through your race, P3. Great result tonight and a great battle there with Jimbo towards the end. No, good stuff, mate. And we can't hear Binger apparently.
Binger and GRT. We can hear you guys here, but the stream can't hear, so your voice isn't being. What was my voice? My voice just breaks. The voice hasn't been shared, so just have a quick little go at the settings and just allow your voice to be shared, and then we'll be good to continue this interview. Party settings, and then allow your voice to be shared. Second last one there at the bottom. So party settings, yeah. and then just do a let ball.
Good stuff. So we'll let the boys... Yep.
Try it again.
All right, so...
Tell us about your race again, GRT.
Yeah, exactly. Go again. Take two.
No, it was good, mate. She's a bit sweaty on the old palms, but at the end, we gave old Jambo a bit of a run there at the end, but he got second spot. Good on him.
Now, how much damage did you have for your pit stop? Because you and the boss both had a really long pit stop there.
Yeah, I had a bit of a damage, so.
Yeah, so that's
just be straight line speed wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was a good race though. That definitely closed up towards the end there. It was good to commentate on that.
Yeah, you got to keep the action there, mate. So I think I've done my part.
All right.
That's it.
Good stuff, mate. You played your part tonight, and congratulations on the podium finish. And thank you for giving us a lovely little battle to talk about as well, mate. Congratulations, and we'll catch you next time around.
All three of you boys tomorrow night for Tier 1. So you go there.
Thanks, guys.
Good stuff.
Easy, boys.
Good stuff. Binger, Jimbo, and GRT. I don't think we could hear Binger, but he said big thank. He wanted to thank his family, his kids, the wife, and everybody involved tonight in getting that gold brick over the line in P1.
Yeah, thanks, boys.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you for that, Binger. We'll catch you tomorrow. We'll catch all three boys tomorrow night, won't we, Wilco? Because we're back again. That's right. We are back again to do it all over again tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, we are back. First of all, I just want to say I promised Jimbo that Jimbo, if you remember our little promise, if you got onto the podium, I'll let you shout out your real racing Facebook page. So Jimbo, go.
Barton's Motorsports is a racing page. Go give
Barton
it a like.
Motorsport. So I'll type that in the comments in case you can't understand the Queensland bogan there, Jimbo. So search it up. So tell us what do you race in real life, Jimbo, and let the boys know.
Wingless sprint cars.
Good
Awesome.
chat. That's the last time I let you plug something. So.
Good stuff. Simple question.
Simple answer.
There we go. Thanks for that. I've just put it in the comments too as well. Barton Motorsports, get on it. Facebook and all the social media stuff. Thank you to our top three finishers for joining us tonight, boys, and we'll catch you again tomorrow night. Thank you.
Thanks, fellas. See you.
Awesome, good stuff. Thank you. Our 1, 2, 3, the top three tonight. But, well, Wilco, once again, we're just about out of time as we wind down. But tomorrow night, Tier 1, it's going to be the action is going to be on for young and old. As we're going to see, so we've seen some big numbers so far, not only on these streams, but also out on track. But, Wilco, if you'd just like to let everybody know about the lineup we've got in the coming weeks.
Yeah, so we've got our last practice round, so the last time for the boys to get ready. Yeah, so practice round tomorrow night, Bathurst with Tier 1. So you'll see myself, Cartridge might be there, I'm not sure, but the 8-man, Bob Hoskins, all those boys, Notice, all those boys will be there. So that should be a very hot race there tomorrow night. Monty Murph as well, the only Kiwi in the party. Oh, that was the worst Kiwi accent.
Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, that was pretty shit, I'll say. But thank you to everybody watching. Kilroy says, good job, fellas. Great commentary, too. Look forward to getting out on track with you all at some stage in the future. Thank you, Kilroy. Thank you, Caleb. Everybody for watching the live stream tonight. Thank you, Wilco. Great stuff. You'll be out on track tomorrow night, of course, as well. But big thanks to everybody. We'd like to acknowledge our commentators, past, present and emerging. And we'll be back from tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Sydney time to do it all over again for Tier 1. Be kind to one another. Stay safe during these crazy times. And we'll see you again tomorrow night on the Kid Buyers YouTube channel. Bye for now.